Some people are born into fame. For these celebrities, the red carpet wasn't just a dream, it was practically the family business. Whether their parents were respected actors, theater founders, or even radio performers, these stars grew up surrounded by the magic of performance. But here's the twist. Even though showbiz ran in their blood, most of them still had to fight their way into the spotlight. From Swedish dynasties to Hollywood legacies, we're diving into the famous families behind some of your favorite actors. Bill Skarsgård comes from a family of renowned actors. Bill Skarsgård hails from a prominent Swedish family deeply rooted in the entertainment industry. His father, Stellan Skarsgård, and brothers Alexander, Gustaf, and Walter are all actors. Interestingly, despite being 6'3.5" tall, Bill is the shortest among his brothers. During his high school years, he considered pursuing a career in medicine. He majored in science, influenced by his mother and brother, both doctors. However, his passion for acting ultimately prevailed, leading him to follow in his family's artistic footsteps. He told Interview magazine, "I started acting when I was 9. I did smaller parts here and there as a kid, and then as I grew older, I started resisting it because I didn't like the idea of being, at the time, number 4 of the Skarsgård actors. So in high school, I majored in science and was like, maybe I'll do something rebellious and become a doctor." Julia Roberts grew up in a theatrical household. Julia Roberts' parents, Betty Lou and Walter Roberts, were both actors who founded the Atlanta Actors and Writers Workshop. Her 2 siblings, Eric and Lisa, also work in showbiz, and Eric is the father of well-known actress Emma Roberts. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Roberts said she never would have become an actress if she didn't grow up in a theatrical family. She said, "I wouldn't have seen it as a real option if my parents weren't actors and my siblings. It just wouldn't have occurred to me. My dad would take my sister and me to plays when we were young, like 6 or 7 years old. We saw Hair in New York on summer vacation. We would go see Yul Brynner do The King and I in Atlanta." Her parents were strong theater lovers and even started a children's theater in their home. Sadly, when she was 4 years old, her parents divorced. She moved to Georgia with her mother and sister Lisa, while Eric and her father Walter stayed in Atlanta. Bryan Cranston's parents were both actors. Considering his firm grasp on the craft, it likely won't come as a surprise that acting runs in Bryan Cranston's family. Both his mother and his father were actors for some time in their lives. His mother, Audrey Beckinsale, was a radio actress. Meanwhile, his father, Joe Cranston, acted on screen, mostly on television. Cranston initially pursued a degree in police science at Los Angeles Valley College, but discovered his passion for performance during an elective acting class. This experience ignited his interest in the craft, leading him to pursue a career in acting. Kate Beckinsale was born into a British acting legacy. Kate Beckinsale's entry into the world of entertainment was practically inevitable. Her father was Richard Beckinsale, a famous British comedy actor, and her mother, Judy Lowe, appeared in a number of British dramas and sitcoms. Her half-sister, Samantha Beckinsale, is also an actress. Growing up surrounded by actors, Kate developed a deep appreciation for performance early on, and after studying French and Russian literature at Oxford, she chose to fully embrace her family's artistic heritage, going on to star in both indie dramas and blockbuster franchises like Underworld. Lily James comes from a creative family. Born Lily Chloe Nanette Thompson on April 5, 1989, Lily James hails from a family immersed in the performing arts. Her mother, Ninette Mantle, is an actress, and her father, James Jamie Thompson, was a musician and actor. Her paternal grandmother, Helen Horton, was an American actress known for voicing the AI in the film Alien. James pursued her passion for acting by attending the Tring Park School for the Performing Arts and later graduating from the Guildhall School of Music and Drama in London in 2010. She adopted the stage name Lily James in honor of her father, who passed away from cancer in 2008. Showbiz ran in Javier Bardem's family. Javier Bardem was born into a family full of creatives who worked in the film industry. His mother was actress Pilar Bardem, while his uncle was the famous director Juan Antonio Bardem. His grandparents were in films from the 1940s through the 1960s. Even though Bardem could stand on the shoulders of his ancestors in Spain, he loved the challenge of making a name for himself in a country where most people didn't know who they were. He said, "Everybody in Spain is sick of me, but in America, there's curiosity about the new kid on the block who doesn't speak English very well. The attention makes me feel vulnerable, which is something I hadn't felt in a while, but I like it." Even as he strove to chart his own path, the history of Bardem's making it big in show business clearly was carried on by Javier Bardem's eventual success. Kate Hudson was born into an acting family. Kate Hudson is part of a blended showbiz dynasty. Her mother, Goldie Hawn, is an Oscar-winning actress. Her biological father, Bill Hudson, was a musician and actor, and her longtime stepfather, Kurt Russell, has been a leading man in Hollywood for decades. Kate was raised by Goldie and Kurt and often refers to Kurt as her dad. Her brother Oliver and half-brother Wyatt Russell also pursued acting. Growing up in a creative household, Kate was immersed in the entertainment industry from an early age. Despite this, she was determined to forge her own path. After graduating from Crossroads School for Arts and Sciences in Santa Monica, she deferred her acceptance to New York University's Tisch School of the Arts to pursue acting. Neve Campbell's roots are in theater. History of acting courses through Neve Campbell's veins. Her paternal grandparents were performers, while her maternal grandparents owned a theater. Her dad fell in love with acting and ended up being a Scottish drama teacher. Her brother, Christian Campbell, is also a stage and screen actor, mostly known for his starring role in the movie Trick. Initially, Campbell pursued ballet, training at the National Ballet School of Canada, and performing in productions like The Nutcracker and Sleeping Beauty. However, after sustaining multiple dance-related injuries, she transitioned to acting at the age of 15. Dafne Keen inherited her love for acting. Born in Madrid, Dafne Keen is the daughter of British actor Will Keen and Spanish actress and playwright Maria Fernandez Aque. Keen spent her entire childhood in rehearsal rooms, and by the age of 6 or 7, she started paying attention and loving it. Being bilingual in Spanish and English has given her an edge in landing international roles early in her career. Rachel Bilson grew up in the Showbiz family. Rachel Bilson's dad is a writer/director/producer, her grandfather is a director, her great-grandfather was a producer, and her great-grandmother was a screenwriter. Despite growing up around the entertainment business, however, it wasn't until high school that Bilson set her sights on acting as a career. She told Bella magazine, "We had such an awesome theater department. That's when I really knew I loved acting, and it was what I wanted to do. That's where it really happened for me." After a short stint in college, Bilson began to pursue a professional acting career and hasn't looked back. Whether it was inherited talent, early exposure, or just a love for the craft passed down through generations, these celebrities prove that acting can run deep in the family tree. But having famous roots doesn't mean an easy road. It's clear that each of them worked hard to earn their place on the screen. If you enjoyed these behind-the-scenes insights into Hollywood's most talented families, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more stories from the stars. Got a favorite acting dynasty we missed? Drop it in the comments!